Hello and welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be talking about why you might be feeling like this. In the last video, we were talking about some of the things that you may be experiencing right now. And now I want to share with you why. So as I touched on a little bit in the prior video, one of the major side effects of all breast cancer treatments is menopause. Okay, so that becomes one of the reasons why we're feeling this way. That affects our mood swings. That affects our hot flashes. That can affect belly bloat. That can affect brain fog and our memory. It's not just chemo brain. There's also side effects from menopause that can also affect our memory. And then, of course, there's also medications that are going to do that too. So what happens, I think, when we understand why we're feeling certain ways, it takes the pressure off a little bit. And that's why I want you to know this. Okay, it takes the pressure off. Instead of like questioning, am I normal? Why am I doing this? Like suddenly now we've got this understanding. Okay. If this is normal, I get to breathe a little bit easier. Menopause symptoms? Okay. Now it makes sense. It becomes less overwhelming and less stressful when we know why we are feeling a certain way. And I hope you're beginning to experience that now as I'm talking about this. That's my goal. So in the next video, I'm going to be talking about how long you can expect to feel like this. But before we dive into that, I want you to know that what happens after active treatment ends, so that means things like when your surgeries end, or when your chemo ends, or your radiation. I don't talk about continuing medications in this example because that's going to be ongoing for a much longer period of time. But why do we feel like this? What is not discussed is that the next stage of recovery actually starts after active treatment ends. And as I said, that's things like your surgery, chemo, radiation, things like that. So it isn't talked about, right? You don't hear people saying, okay, now you're entering the next stage of recovery. But here's the thing. This next stage of recovery is actually when the physical, the emotional, and the mental healing actually begin. They actually begin. And I'm here to help support you on this next stage. So please know that you are not alone. You don't need to navigate it alone. I'm here to help support you. Okay, so remember this. The next stage of recovery starts after active treatment ends. And that's when the physical, the emotional, and the mental healing begin. In the next video, I'll go into how long to expect that to continue. So what I hear frequently from other breast cancer survivors is that while we're in treatment, we've always got the next appointment on the schedule. We're going weekly or bi-weekly or as many times as we need to be. For me, it was surgeries about every 3 months. I've had 6 surgeries in 2 years. But we're going, right? We're going. We're on that hamster wheel and we're looking to the next appointment. Okay, that's next. Okay, this is next. Okay. And then suddenly there are no next appointments. And it's those words, see you in 3 months, that we've already talked about, right? And that safety net being ripped away. And that feeling of now what? So I always say it's kind of like if you're in an emergency situation and you're acting, and then when the emergency is over and whoever is safe and everything is good, you break down and you cry. That's kind of what this is like. You've been in this fight or flight mode. You have been fighting for your life. No matter what your stage you were, no matter your treatment, you have been fighting for your life. Because I have yet to discover one woman, and if you are her, please let me know. I've yet to discover anybody who, when they heard the words, you have breast cancer, did not have a fleeting moment where the thought came in, am I going to die? I had that moment. And I've been in health and wellness for over 20 years, but I had that moment. And I think we all do. And so we immediately go into flight or fight mode. We immediately go into what's next? What do I need to do? How do I get to survive here? And after treatment, that's all just like, how do I survive now? How do I learn how to thrive in this new body with maybe this new mindset that you might have? Because most of us, breast cancer changes us. It can bring about new perspectives, new ideas, new thoughts, and a new body. These all take time to adjust to and to get comfortable with. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. I should have silver linings, girl, written on my forehead because I will always find the silver lining. I will always discover the lesson and I will learn from it, grow from it, and then share it because that's always what I do. So part of the reason why I'm here sharing this with you, right? So I hope this helps you understand why you might be feeling this way. Okay, and again, to know that it's normal. It's normal. You're not alone. Not by a long stretch. Okay, hop into the next video now. The next one is going to be short and sweet. I'm going to explain to you how long you can expect this next stage to last. And this I find is super helpful. Okay, so don't miss out on that one. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.